The following is a feature presentation of our nation's sports show. Tonight, our nation's sports show recaps Week 2 in the National Football League. Just like in Week 1, during Week 2, there were some games that went down to the final minute. You thought that last Sunday night's game in Buffalo between the Bills and the Baltimore Ravens was crazy? On Sunday afternoon, the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants topped that. The game was decided in overtime at the final gun. Another close game took place between the Colts and the Denver Broncos in Indianapolis. Also, another marquee game took place this early on during the NFL season for 2025. The Super Bowl 59 rematch between the Kansas City Chiefs and the defending Super Bowl champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Last night's first of two Monday Night Football games was also a nail-biter as well, featuring the Houston Texans and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tonight, we also bring to you the latest breaking news in the NFL. During Week 2, there were some notable injuries that took place. Also tonight, we recap the fight in Sin City in Las Vegas from this past Saturday night at Allegiant Stadium, featuring Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. And tonight, we bring to you our Week 3 prediction battles and so much more. It's showtime.
Good up to the court, talking all that is sport, breaking down the latest news, scores, and more. Welcome to our Nation Sports Show.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm back on screen, which means turn away. No, I'm kidding. What's going on, everybody? Yes, I am not Stephen Wyand, but I am using Stephen Wyand's setup for today. I am as a Victory Course. Thank you for joining us for our Nation Sports Show. We appreciate it, as always. We got a loaded show for you guys again. As always, we got the NFL Week 2 just wrapped up. We're going to go back and talk about some of the games on that. We're also going to cover, of course, the Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford fight that happened this weekend. Excuse me. Also, we also got Major League Baseball stuff, maybe some NBA stuff. We'll get into all of that. Of course, like Steven said in the intro, a lot of injuries, especially some notable ones, happened since we last were on air. So so we'll get you updated on that. We'll get you caught up on everything else in the world of sports. Also, we're going to do our Week 3 predictions. Obviously, Steven is not here this week. He is at a concert. He will be back with us next week. So he sent in his predictions for Week 3, and of course, our very own Joey Thornton will read it in just a little while. And also, Kevin Rory and Hijacker Mike are expected to join us a little bit later in the show for predictions, as well as to talk about the world of sports as well. Now, quickly, of course, the ways you can interact with us. _sports show on the Instagram, or I mean, not Instagram, on X/Twitter, and then Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, or everywhere else is all at our Nation Sports Show. You can follow them there. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. Join us live every week here on YouTube We'll read your comments, we'll read your suggestions, your predictions. So hit us up in the chat, man. We love to hear from all y'all. Also, don't forget to follow the Nation's Corner at the Nation's Corner on Instagram and on the, I believe it is on the Facebook, and it is Nation's Corner everywhere else, including YouTube, where they'll be live 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific time, youtube.com/Nation's Corner. And on that Saturday, oh boy, this week, I don't think there will be a show. Obviously, with a very loaded Saturday with AEW All Out Toronto and WrestlePalooza. So, more than likely, we will not have a show. So, but details on that will be upcoming. Just keep an eye on our social media for more information. Also, don't forget to follow Too Sweet Cosplay across all socials. As we said before, we're kind of on a little bit of a break right now, getting things prepared for next year as well. There might be some stuff we may be popping up at as far as just hanging out and all that, but not as an entity until we get to the con season beginning of next year. Possibility I may be at Days of the Dead. Of course, legends, horror legends will be there. Musicians like Ace Frehley, Chris Fane from Slipknot. Also wrestling personalities like Saraya/Paige, Killer Cross, and Scarlett Bordeaux will be in attendance. So if you're going to be in the Schaumburg area, get your tickets at daysofthedead.com and also go there to purchase your pro photo ops with your favorite celebrity that's going to be there. And some will have autographs and photo ops at the table. So just check everything before you go. You'll have a great time. All right, enough of that. Let's go ahead and get to what we came here for, and that is the sports talk. And as I said, Steven is not here. He is at the concert. He's seeing the legendary progressive metal band Dream Theater, which is one of the biggest bands of that style of music. Mike Portnoy, one of the greatest drummers of all time. Disciple of Peter Criss and Neil Peart. I'm excited. It's going to be for him. It's going to be one hell of a show, and he wishes he could be here. He did send in a video, which we will play. Now, I can't promise if he looks disheveled. I can't promise if he's talking coherently. I also can't promise if his picks suck or his thoughts. Just saying. I know, as I always say to any of my friends, I know nothing. But with me today, speaking of not knowing anything, just kidding, he's my boy here. He is the leader of the Crimson Tide, in my opinion, representing good old Alabama and representing his Braves as well. Mr. JT Joey Thornton. What's going on, dude?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's having an amazing Taco Tuesday. And yes, I said Taco Tuesday because I had tacos for lunch, or at least part of my lunch. But hope you guys have had a great Tuesday so far. And yeah, like Ezra said, we may be one man down tonight, but as always, we're gonna get the job done. We got some sports talk to bring you: NFL, NBA, boxing, MLB. Well, not really much about MLB other than the fact that mine and Ezra's two teams suck right now.
Yeah,
But anyways,
yeah.
we're gonna bring it all here. And to wrap up my opening intro, I'm wearing a shirt of a very particular wrestler. You guys might know him. He goes a little something like this. Man, believe in your head, Dre. Believe in your Dre. Yes, I'm wearing the famous Joe Hendry shirt, baby. Let's go.
I got one. I got one right over there. The WrestleMania shirt myself, man. I got that beautiful shirt. Thank God I got it before it's sold out again. Um, but yeah, man, and of course I want to mention real quick about tonight, NXT Homecoming, unbelievably loaded show. We've got 6-woman tag, which by the way, in case you haven't heard, Tiffany Stratton will not be able to compete after an incident on SmackDown where she went for a moonsault, rotated too hard, and smacked her head off the floor. So she's going to be out at least tonight. Instead, it will be another former NXT Women's Champion, Lyra Valkyria, that will take her place, teaming with Rhea Ripley and Steph Valkyrie against Fatal Influence. Also, the gorgeous one himself, Tyler Breeze, makes his in-ring return. going after a North American Championship against All Eagle Ethan Page. Also tonight, the women's tag titles are on the line. Coming home is the goddess herself, Alexa Bliss, and Charlotte Flair defending the
And not to
belts.
and not to mention other appearances by current WWE, well, current and former WWE superstars such as Bianca Belair, Finn Balor, William Regal, Sami Zayn, and of course the one, the only, the glorious Bobby Roode, baby.
And
Yes,
that's
sir.
not all. You never know what's going to happen in those 2 hours. Also,
No.
real quick, other matches include the Trick Mellow Gang reuniting against DIY. Johnny Gargano teasing the return of Rebel Heart, and also just so many other great matches. Oh yeah, and Obafemi and Ricky Saints are headed No Mercy, talking about on the Grayson Waller effect. A lot of
Yep.
that more tonight on NXT Homecoming.
And ladies and gentlemen, look who is joining us a little bit early. The one and only Mr. Tua turned the ball over. The one and only Mr. K Rod, Kevin Roy. What's going on, my bro?
What's going on, fellas? Yep, this is Tua representing the foundation of CTE, and I'm here to damn talk sports, And I'm gonna try to go as long as I can. I don't know if I'm be able to make it through the entire sports, the score predictions, but if I can, I'll just read the rest of my scores off. But I'll go
That's
as far as I can.
that's good, man.
All right,
We're glad
well,
to have you on, even a little bit
yeah, but
early.
yeah, I about to say glad to have you on as always.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely, man. We're glad to have you on, even if it's a little bit early. And I'm glad you're gonna be on as long as you can. Real quick, uh, yeah, you're not Stephen Wyand, and Tua's got no protection. Oh, and by
Neither
the way,
does Bryce Young.
Kevin, I meant to say this joke to you a few weeks ago, but I didn't want to be insensitive because George Kittle's injury just happened.
Uh-huh.
So I said that George Kittle, he's like Penta. He's got zero fears. Cero miedo. Well, his hamstring was like Roberto Duran and said no mas.
That's true.
I was like, I didn't say it because I know how you are about your Niners, and I
Oh,
was
no.
trying to be nice.
I clown my Niners about injuries. I really do. Because at this point, the training staff should be investigated because of how many injuries we suffer. So I don't even take it to heart no more. I'm just like, what the fuck?
I know.
well, well,
Well,
hey, at least Brock Purdy is a looks better than Geno Smith does because we all know what Geno Smith did on the field last night, which of course we'll get to that shortly.
yeah, Justin Fields barely knows what town he is right now after getting concussed again.
Yikes.
So, but
And
man, we'll
Tua
get
just keeps and Tua just keeps turning the ball over.
turning the ball over and turning his brain over in his skull. Both, man. Poor Tua. But
Or
poor
Tua.
Tua, as our buddy Sam from Cleveland would say. Um, right here. Some things I want to read off real quick in the world of the NBA, and that is this right here. The NBA will implement a new change for the 2025-2026 season. Unsuccessful end of period heaves will now be recorded as a missed field goal attempt for the team, not the player. Those
Oh
long
yeah, I
heaves
saw
will no
that.
longer impact an individual's percentages.
I wonder if that's gonna limit the amount of heaves we see this upcoming season.
I don't think
I
it
doubt
will.
it.
I don't think it will because if it's not counting against the player himself, they're gonna do it.
I think they will count it for the player if he hits it, though, if I'm not
Oh
mistaken.
yeah, yeah. If the player,
Like,
Oh
you get the
yeah, yeah.
benefit of it.
yeah, if the player makes it, obviously that those 3 points will go to the team, and he'll get credit for it, obviously. But if the basket doesn't make it, it's just going to count against the total percentage of the team's scoring.
I just wonder
Well,
what they would. I want to see how they would how they would rule it because I mean, I get heaves, but you get heaves from half court, you get heaves from full court, and I mean, hell, you get guys like Steph Curry and Damian Lillard who just pull up from half court in a normal game. So, like, what would they consider a heave? Like, I know as the time expires, I get that, but what about if it's the fourth quarter? Tied ball game and somebody misses a 3-point attempt like off of inbounds, like would that count toward it or will I just gotta wait and see how that works out.
Yeah, it's a wait and see game on all this stuff. So, continuing on here, free agent guard Landry Shamet has agreed to a 1-year deal to return to the New York Knicks.
Okay. They used their bench this year.
Yep. Free agent guard Malcolm Brogdon has agreed to a 1-year deal with the New York Knicks.
They're about to use their bench this year.
Ah! We'll see. Also, too, veterans guard Bilal. I can't even pronounce his last name. I'm not even going to butcher this. Underwood, he's a guard. He underwent surgery Friday to repair a ligament tear in his right thumb and is likely to miss time into the regular season. He sustained the injury with the French national team during FIBA Eurobasket play. He didn't surrender, but his thumb sure did.
Oh, dude.
The old French surrender joke. Let's see. Oh, Bismack Biyombo has agreed to a 1-year deal to return to the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, there we go.
Yep. 15th NBA season for Biyombo. Kobe Buffkin was traded to the Brooklyn Nets for cash considerations. Yep. And then, of course, the issues with Jonathan Kuminga and the Warriors still continue. It's still a stalemate.
Holding up everything that front office is trying to do, because if he don't want to sign, they've got Al Horford and all them other guys like damn near got a verbal agreement, and they're just waiting on Kuminga to see what the hell they got going on. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's something I really don't know. Let's see what else. Real quick. Jason Collins is being treated for a brain tumor.
Oh, yikes!
Yeah, he's undergoing treatment now. So, all the best to Jason Collins and his recovery. I hope he does well. Let's see who else, real quick, before we move on. Obviously, there's so much NFL shit. I mean, we could do a whole show just on the injuries, for God's sakes.
Tell me about it. Good Lord, have mercy.
Nobody asked you. No, I'm of course.
Hey,
But-
seeing as how that one of those starting quarterbacks is is my favorite team's star player right now.
Come sit near. Come here and sit beside me on the same damn bench, because I've been there since last week. Same damn predicament.
Dude, all right, let's just get into it, man. This is gonna eat up most of the show, folks, except for the picks. So,
Hey, at least, hey Kevin, at least you and me have something over Ezra.
Oh God,
our teams have won a game.
2 games to be precise.
Well, our teams have won at least one game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the problem. At least, here's the difference between us and the Chiefs. The Chiefs were a Super Bowl team and they sucked recently.
The Chiefs are god awful this year.
The Chiefs do have a blank space, and it's in the win column.
Tell them once they're expected to do something. The Bears were not. That's the difference.
That's true.
They were expected to win the first 2 games. Bears were not expected to win anything.
That's true.
They weren't even going to win a participation trophy, let alone anything else.
That is true.
And I'm fucking over my own team with this.
And Patrick Mahomes has started 0-2 for the first time in his NFL career.
And also, it's the first time the Chiefs have started 0-2 since Andy Reid's second year.
Yeah, 2014.
Let's see. Now we get into the NFL. Here we go. This is going to take up most of the show, folks, so be prepared for a lot of NFL talk. And if you have any small children who do not like certain language, please ask them to leave the room. Unless you're a good parent, then or unless you're elder, and then you say, fuck them kids. I don't want to make Joey choke on his popcorn, but then again, it wouldn't be the first time somebody Joey cheered for choked.
Oh, ouch.
I don't want to say what team they're from, but it rhymes. Well, there's two. One rhymes with ride, and the other rhymes with graves.
Ouch.
Well, I can agree on the Braves part, but Alabama has won 2 games in a row, so we're 2-1. So you can't really rag on me
You
there.
guys needed to come back after that fucking just blowout loss to fucking Florida State.
Yeah, but I'm in high spirits right now.
I watched that game all the way through, and I barely watched college ball. And when I saw that game, I'm like, what happened? This is the mighty Alabama Crimson Tide, and an unranked school is whooping their ass.
Well, unranked no more. They're now the number 10 in the nation.
Lord have mercy, but all right, let's get on this NFL stuff before we lose too much time. Bills quarterback Josh Allen will probably wear a clear visor on his helmet to protect his nose during the game's Thursday night football game against the Miami Dolphins. Obviously, he went through the whole game basically with a nose injury that he suffered. So we'll see what happens there. The Vikings have placed Aaron Jones on injured reserve due to his hamstring injury. He's going to be out for a minimum of 4 weeks. But in the process of it all, the Vikings have re-signed Cam Akers.
Interesting.
Yep, Cam Akers returns to the team. Also, the Jaguars have released safety Darnell Savage.
Let's not forget let's not forget the other star quarterback from one of the other star quarterbacks from the AFC. Only has 9 working toes right now, same as his jersey number.
We're gonna get to that here in a few minutes. I'm just going through some of the other ones, but we will get to that for sure. Yeah, the guy's named Darnell Savage. I wonder if he was thinking about his release, and he probably didn't dig it. But
way to throw in a Randy Savage reference.
oh yeah. You got your eyes are on my woman, Hogan. You got lust in your eyes. Well, you mentioned him. Let's talk, as Trick Williams would say, let's talk about it. Nice NXT reference. I'll thank myself for that. Bengals have officially placed Joe Burrow on injured reserve. Of course, Joe suffered a grade 3 turf toe injury that will require him to have surgery and be out for a minimum of 3 months. Any guys' thoughts on this injury and what it means for the Bengals now?
I seen something where Dan Orlovsky on ESPN basically compared it. This could be this generation's Andrew Luck. I mean, just because of the injury after injury, the talent is there. Like, he's got untapped superstar talent, all-time great talent, and every year it's something because of his trash ass offensive line. Get this man protection. I mean, man, you don't realize, yes, quarterback play is important, but quarterbacks only can do so much without their offensive line. I mean, we've seen what Mahomes looked like last year. I mean, he was still Mahomes, but in times he was very down to earth because of that offensive line. Same with Joe Burrow, like with the injuries. And then you got the other examples, I mean, we'll discuss later, but Daniel Jones left the Giants with a shit offensive line. People wrote him off as a bust. He goes to Indianapolis that's got a pretty solid offensive line and a running back, and he looks like the second coming of damn Joe Burrow himself. I mean, because of the offensive line. So I've always said offensive lines, defensive lines, that's where championship teams are built. If you don't have one, you'll never win a championship. That is why the Eagles absolutely decimated the Chiefs in the Super Bowl because of trench play. I mean, the Chiefs couldn't have a defensive line, they couldn't get pressure. The Chiefs couldn't block from Mahomes. So, and we seen what happened. Joe Burrow is just he's getting teed off on. I read a stat where they said in 71 career games, he has been sacked 200 times. Andrew Luck, to put it in perspective, Andrew Luck was only sacked 170 in 70 career games. That's insane.
Yeah. But yeah, I cannot agree more with that statement, Kev. I mean, like I say, like I tell just about excuse me, just about everybody that watches football, I tell them the exact same thing when we talk about quarterbacks and their play. And I'm just like, see, it's really quite simple. A quarterback is only as good as the offensive line around him. And Joe Burrow is one of those few instances where he is actually a great quarterback, but like you just said, Kevin, he has a absolutely pitiful offensive line. That offensive line couldn't block a cold if it was aiming for him if he was standing in his shorts in Antarctica.
Yep.
I mean, that's how bad that offensive line is. They can't block worth a crap, and it is embarrassing. It is absolutely embarrassing.
Yep. And
And you would think out of all the injuries that Joe Burrow has had over the past few years, dating back to his rookie season back in 2020, you would think it would occur to the front office that, huh, maybe we should get our star quarterback some protection for a change. But
maybe
nope, if it hasn't clicked in 5 years, it's probably gonna be another 10 years before it clicks at
yeah,
this rate.
you got 275 million reasons why you need to get that man some protection is because you
Exactly.
back the Brinks truck up to him. Now protect him like he's worth it. I mean,
Exactly.
you're not
And
gonna go buy a $300 million Bugatti or a car and then just let it sit out in the damn yard where people walking by can damage it. No, you're gonna keep that motherfucker in the garage. I mean,
exactly. And not to mention, they also have almost another 250 million reasons of receivers.
yep, that's $500 million worth of damn reasons right there.
Pretty
Because
much.
the receivers, because Joe Burrow don't have time without getting sacked. How can Jamar Chase ever run a route other than a short route? I mean, he's the second best receiver in football. How is he out there running? He can't run go routes or post routes or long developing routes because Joe Burrow don't have time. He's out there running slant routes because that's all he got time for. All I'm saying is an offensive line, Joe Burrow would win MVP without a doubt. He would be on the case of a Lamar Jackson of a Josh Allen, probably times two. I mean, look at them. Those guys are doing good. Why? They got two of the best lines in football. I mean, Jesus Christ, look how well that offensive line protects for Josh Allen. Look how well Lamar Jackson gets to stand in the pocket, make a sandwich, play tic-tac-toe with Derrick Henry before he can even throw the damn ball or run the ball. I mean, they block for him. Joe Burrow's getting teed off like he done stole something from the offensive line. Like
And see, and think back to last year when Joe Burrow still had the same crappy offensive line. Look at the stats that Burrow put up. He almost won MVP last year because of his stats.
yeah, a better defense and offensive line, he might have went to the Super Bowl. To be honest,
Yeah.
they fixed the defense. The defense ain't bad. The defense ain't what's screwing them. Their defense is actually
Yeah, the defense is actually helping him out for once.
yeah, they're mid, which mid is a huge upgrade from where they were last year. They were an atrocity. They look like the Dallas Cowboys versus the New York Giants. That's how their defense looked last year. And now the fact that they're getting interceptions and making Trevor Lawrence, well, be Trevor Lawrence. I mean, hell, their defense is actually doing middle of the pack things, which is good. It's just the offensive line.
Yep, absolutely. I definitely agree on that. That offensive line is atrocious. Joe Burrow needs to. Those fucking idiots over there at the Bengals need to get their shit together and realize that, hey, we need to protect our quarterback. It's kind of like back in the day with Vince. Boss, what do we do? with this story, like, give me that paper. Rewrite the whole show. Damn it, you know what? Screw that. We'll sign this person.
Yeah, hey, that's just organizational malpractice, and Cincinnati, dude. That's just. I mean, think about it. There's as many obese people in this damn world, and you couldn't find 5 of them to block Joe Burrow right. What are we doing? I mean, just find 5 of them. That's. I mean, you.
I mean, seriously, how many great offensive linemen were free agents? And
Joe Burrow is
in
going
this
to
offseason.
Joe Burrow is so mad right now. He wants to trash the team probably, but before he gets too far, he had to sign an NDA.
Yeah, and speaking of that, I got one more offensive line to go in on too later. We'll get to that when we talk about the scores. Oh.
Yeah, absolutely. But we got to talk about this, and it was probably the most devastating injury to happen to anybody in the NFL. It was bad. It was atrocious. I couldn't even believe it. Sean McVay tearing his plantar fascia.
Bruh, come on.
Dear
Come on.
The man tore his plantar fascia going towards to call a timeout.
Hey, you know he looked like Vince McMahon in the Royal Rumble when he come running out into the ring and tore both his quads trying to get in there. He was so pissed off. That's hey right there. Like, damn it, can't even stand up. He's yelling at him from the ground. Timeout! Oh, my leg, timeout! Damn it, give me a timeout.
Or better yet, speaking of another WWE reference, he could be like Titus O'Neil when he slipped and fell while coming down the ramp in the 2018 Greatest Royal Rumble.
Or Sean McVay. Sean McVay was like Kevin Nash when he tore his quad. Oof. Oh, brother. Yeah, that went over like a Led Zeppelin. Yes, I did just drop a Led Zeppelin reference. Test confirmed today that the Buccaneers lost their defensive end, Kalijah Cansey, 2023 first round pick. He's done for the year with a torn pec.
That's tough.
Yep.
Dang. All the injuries already.
Yeah, and we haven't even gotten to most of them. Also, too, we can't forget about what happened at the Sunday Night Football game, and that is that J.J. McCarthy, quarterback for the Vikings, is now out for 2 to 4 weeks with a high ankle sprain. And that includes, he's part of 6 players total that all suffered injuries on Sunday's game. So, and they're in varying degrees and how long they're going to be out. So, Vikings right now are pretty injury riddled, especially on offense at this point.
Yep.
So we're gonna see what happens going forward. Big happy birthday today! Happy birthday today to former Lions owner Martha Firestone. She turns 100.
Wow. Hitting the triple digits.
Yes.
Very nice.
And since we're talking about games on ESPN, let's break into real quick some ESPN news that happened today. And that it was announced that 10-year veteran First Take host Molly Qerim is leaving ESPN. I know Stephen A. had made some comments and stuff recently about her weight and eating and stuff like that. So maybe that's a reason why she left. Maybe it was just to get out of the toxic environment that a lot of former employees ESPN, they say that ESPN has. I don't know. But she announced today that she is on her way out and that she's officially done with First Take.
Damn.
Let's see here. The Bengals have signed former Jets quarterback Mike White to their practice squad. Kevin's expression tells the entire story.
Mike White. Yeah.
Hey, Speaking of Cincinnati, I mean, I know we're going to get into this more whenever we preview our week 3 games, but one bright spot about the Bengals is that they actually have a backup quarterback who actually has been with the team a few years and actually knows the playbook and can actually win with
And who,
them.
and who is that?
Jake Browning.
Yep.
Okay.
The only problem is I seen him closer to the end of the season when Joe Burrow hurt his hand and he didn't look that damn good.
Yeah, well, yeah, he didn't look that good, but he did go 4-3 whenever back in 2023, whenever Burrow had to miss that 2.5 months.
Yeah. Also, they're signing former Packers quarterback Sean Clifford to the practice squad as well.
Move. August move.
They're just sweeping the bottom of the barrel.
Oh
Cal-
yeah,
what?
happened to see something the other day with the injury that we suffered at the hands of Austin Eckler, tearing his Achilles.
Yeah.
I saw that my Commanders signed a former running back to their practice squad, a guy by the name of Mr. Chase Edmonds.
Yep.
I was like, hey, that could be a pretty good pickup for us.
Yeah. Especially with like you said, especially with Eckler done for the year. So also
Not to mention, we also lost Dietrich Wise, one of our D linemen, to a torn quad, and he's out for the year.
oof. Well, this was a signing I didn't expect. After the Cowboys win, they announced they signed Jadeveon Clowney.
Huh.
Whoop dee doo. We're supposed to be so scared of that defense. That's the Timu Micah Parsons. I hear you. Good job, Jerry. Way to be cheap.
Oh, speaking of which, I'm not sure if y'all tuned into the game. I think it was this past Thursday whenever the Packers played the Commanders. You could just hear them Packers fans saying, "Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Jerry."
Of course. Well, you mentioned your Buccaneers, or mentioned your Commanders. Let's talk about the injury to Jaden Daniels. Daniels suffered a knee injury, and he's probably not going to be available Sunday to play. And the severity of his knee injury, I don't think, has been updated since the report came out.
Oof.
Yeah, you guys already lost Austin Eckler. Now Jaden Daniels at least not playing this weekend. So
Last I heard, he's still. I think he's still going to try to practice on it.
yeah,
But Dan Quinn said they're going to monitor it, of course, very closely.
yeah,
Um,
he said it was a knee sprain.
but even if he can't go, we got one of the best backups in the league right now in Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, no, we're gonna talk about Kevin's backup who showed up and showed out and did great. We'll talk about that
Yeah.
in a little bit.
Yeah, for real.
Dude, it's and then of course, Jets quarterback Justin Fields unfortunately went back into concussion protocol
Mm.
to be taken out in that game. Uh, as we know, Brock Purdy did not play. We will talk about that in a few minutes. Just an insane week of injuries. Jalen Johnson for the Bears is done for the season. More than likely, he will have to have surgery on his groin. He re-aggravated it in his past game, so
Mhm.
he's done
And
for
he
the.
and he's one of y'all star defensive players.
Yeah, we just got him back, and then he re-aggravated it during
Oof.
the game. Also, too, Khalil Mack suffered what looked to be a gruesome elbow injury. It looked like it dislocated. It was bad. He of course came out holding his arm. Came back and he sat the rest of the game with a big wrap on his arm and a sling.
Oh, damn.
So he might have dislocated his elbow or his shoulder. Don't know yet what's going on. They haven't released anything else on Khalil Mack right now, but if it comes
Oh,
what?
let's not forget. Let's not forget about another injury.
What's
This,
that?
of course, will be talked more in depth later as we get to it, but it's got to be worth mentioning that Raiders quarterback Geno Smith had his pride torn from him after getting exposed by that Chargers secondary.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that. Oh yeah, we are gonna get to that. Full show, homie. We are gonna get into it. I mean, those are the main injuries that really happened this past week. Obviously, several players returned. Jawan Jennings returned for the 49ers, despite being listed as questionable earlier in the week. He came back. Also, Trent Williams also made his return. So we're gonna get, like I said, we're gonna get into that, all of that in just a few, and actually in just a second here,
And after,
because
and of course, with the status being in question all week, leading up to last night's game, Brock Bowers was able to take the field.
yes, he was. And the kicker, I don't remember his full name, but the kicker for the Falcons,
Oh,
Young Way Coop.
Parker Romo.
Oh,
yeah, well, no, the guy that Parker
Young
Rome,
Way Coop.
yeah, Oeku, he ended up getting benched in favor of Parker Romo. And mind you, Koo missed the big kick at the end of the game that could have tied it up. But now he's benched. They bring in Parker Romo. He's 5 for 5.
Yeah, for real. Huh.
So
I think, but I think Young Wei Koo is going to be around the bench for a little bit.
Like
yeah.
Young Ho ain't cool anymore.
And I'm still scratching my head about this. And I know, Kevin, you said something that it might be for a reason, but I'm still wondering why the Bears signed Jake Moody to the practice squad.
Hey, we might have convinced you. We might have sold y'all on Jake Moody like the damn Seahawks sold the Raiders on Geno Smith. We might as well be car salesmen out here. Like, oh yeah, he's good. He's good.
I bet you got a bridge to sell to Ryan Poles now.
But wait a minute, we said he could kick. We just say he didn't. We didn't never specify that he couldn't kick through the upright, but he could kick, just not through the upright.
Well, the good thing is that Cairo Santos was healthy this week, so thank God for that. And so that's the one positive light about the Bears. But and trust me, there wasn't a lot. But real quick.
Well, then y'all better hope Kyle Santos don't get hurt any this season, because if he does, then I feel sorry for y'all.
Oof.
I already feel sorry for myself. That's because I have to do this show with you two, the drools. But and no Steven to moderate this from going into complete and utter chaos. Well, JJ McCarthy did get injured, but he got some good news early in the week, and that is that him and his fiance announced the birth of their first child, Rome Micah McCarthy.
Very nice. Welcome to fatherhood, Mr. McCarthy.
Yep, congratulations. Obviously, you both being parents, it's cool for him. So also too, let's see real quick. I was checking to see if any other things that happened this week. Actually, we're gonna go ahead and get to the games from this past weekend. Whew. What a week, guys. We had some pretty damn good games, to say the least. And we started off on Thursday, of course, with Washington and Green Bay. Now, despite the injury to Austin Eckler and everything else, it was a rough game for Washington on the field.
Oh, it definitely was. I mean, the score may have said 27-18, but if you look at the stats, Green Bay hammered, and I mean absolutely hammered us on both sides of the ball. They absolutely destroyed us.
Yeah. it was a rough day at the office for the Commanders, and Green Bay once again looking pretty lethal right now. They can't be stopped. They
Nope.
great. You want to talk about great offensive lines? Look at the offensive line for Jordan Love. I mean, absolutely, that man always has time to.
Hmm.
You know what I seen the Packers do though. For one, they make that's the worst game of Jaden Daniels' young career was against that Packers secondary, and it's mainly what they were doing. They're playing to Washington's receivers' weaknesses, and that is that Debo Samuel, they just pressed him up. He couldn't get open because they played man to man on him because they realized he can't beat man coverage. And they realized that Terry McLaurin is still not in football shape. This is still technically pre because we all know how holdouts end up. Holdouts are just people are trying to still get in shape. I mean, by week 5 or 6, he should be back to normal form, but still, the Packers just had a good game plan.
Yeah,
Well, I will say that even though the Packers did win that game, it may have come at a little bit of a price because one of their top receivers and one of Jordan Love's favorite targets, Jaden Reed, suffered a broken collarbone in that game, and he's going to be out for a while, if not the rest of the season.
yeah, but there's a possibility he still could come back for the playoffs, depending on how far Green Bay goes.
Yeah.
So we'll see where that goes from here.
Well, they're saying
Baltimore.
as of right now, his projected return dates are anywhere between week 10 and week 12. So
Okay, all right.
that's
Uh,
not too bad.
no, not at all. Baltimore absolutely stomped Cleveland 41-17.
I don't get why Cleveland was talking shit. Their defense all week was like, "Oh, Derrick Henry ain't that hard to stop. Oh, they're not that good. We can handle them." And then hell, the best player on the Ravens was Joe Flacco. He was giving the ball more to Baltimore than he was the Browns. Like, come on, old man, you got your AARP card hanging out your pocket. Go ahead and call it quits.
Yeah. But man, just absolute domination from Lamar Jackson and company. I mean, seriously, it was just another day at the office for one of your future future Hall of Famer in Lamar Jackson.
They were able to keep Derrick Henry in check though, for the most part.
Yeah, he wasn't able to get big chunks of yardage. He was kept to a minimal amount of yards this game.
Yeah, that's a small silver lining because they still lose by like 40. Yeah, we stopped Derrick Henry though, but we lost by 40.
They lost by
yeah,
24.
but you couldn't stop Lamar Jackson's throwing arm though.
Yep.
And then in a game that shouldn't have been that close, but because of the injury to Joe Burrow, Cincinnati beat Jacksonville by the skin of their tiger teeth, 31-27.
Yep. Trevor Lawrence went, oh, maybe this guy's changed. He's playing good. Then the fourth quarter hit, and he goes, oh, this guy sucks. He's back to being Trevor Lawrence again.
Oh,
Sorry, I was texting Steven. Steven was just texting me, said, hope you guys are having a great show, and his concert is about to start. So, Steven,
nice.
hope you have a good time. Rock on, my brother. Also, you want to talk about teams with no defense? Let's talk about the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys.
Dear God
Oh,
Almighty.
The
you know
game
what?
that shouldn't have been that close went to overtime, all because of a 64-yard field goal kick by Dallas's kicker.
Yeah, Brandon Aubrey's the MVP of that team. That's sad that the kicker is the best player on your team because he is the only reason you didn't get upset by the pitiful Giants. And here's what I will say. This is why you need Micah Parsons, you fucking morons. What there's a saying in football that a good front seven can make any secondary look good. It's not that any good secondary can make a front seven look good, because going back to like even back in the day with Robert Saleh and the 49ers back then, we had a bunch of mid-ass cornerbacks, but because our front four was so good, they looked like they're Pro Bowlers because the quarterbacks ain't had time to get rid of the ball, and we're just throwing ducks up for grabs. Now you fast forward and look what, paid Trayvon Diggs $120 million. Oh, we got good safeties. Oh, we got, even though Deron Bland didn't play, we got great secondary. You get no pass rush, and out of all people, Russell Wilson had the most yards he's ever thrown for in his entire career. Even out
450 yards passing.
he cooked. The only problem is he overcooked his damn self in overtime. But I mean, no, they
Yeah,
are.
yes, and not to mention, with all those amazing with all those amazing corners in Dallas, Malik Neighbors and Wan'Dale Robinson absolutely went off on that Cowboys secondary.
Yeah, all they seen when they looked across the line of scrimmage, when they looked at Trayvon Diggs, was a burnt piece of toast, because that's all it was. I mean, every
Yes.
time you look up, he's catching a go route in the end zone. Him and Wan'Dale Robinson. Oh, touchdown on a go route. Touchdown on a post route. Oh, Malik Neighbors over two people. Like, damn, can you do something, Dallas? What? Oh my goodness. But then again, it explains that their defensive coordinator is old Chicago head coach Matt Eberflus, and we know how that went well.
Which I'm surprised he finally found his way off that Detroit sideline from Thanksgiving.
Oh,
Let's see here. Let's get back to this. And of course, my thoughts on that game is, first of all, it shouldn't have been that close. Secondly, Russell Wilson looked like fucking Super Bowl champ Russell Wilson for most of that game. How does Dallas make Russell Wilson a guy who's, we know he's digressed over the past few years, make him all of a sudden look like fucking Super Bowl champ Russell Wilson again?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, the defenses on both teams were fucking terrible. I mean, I swear to God, nobody could block a run or a pass to save their life.
nope. CD Lamb seen a lot of damn targets too.
Yep.
Yep,
So,
sure did.
And then we'll make this fast and quick. Bears lost 52-21 in the Lions. Lions came back with a vengeance. Bears still suck. Moving on.
Yep.
We'll leave it at that. New England Patriots beat the Miami Dolphins 33-27. Of course, more drama coming out involving Tyreek Hill.
Oh boy. Well, I mean, I watched that game, and to be as trash as them teams are, it was actually very entertaining, because at the end you got punt return for a touchdown, then a kickoff return for a touchdown, and then Tua throws the typical game-ending pick. And it's like, well, there goes Tua, back to reality, and the Patriots got one in.
It started off like a Devin Hester game, and then ended up like a fucking Jay Cutler game.
Yeah. He overthrew Tyreek Hill by 27 feet. I'm like, damn, he's only 5'11", 6 foot. He's not 25 foot. What the hell was that ball at? And all I could think about was Brucey from the movie The Longest Yard. I knew I shouldn't have ate that popcorn when he threw that damn ball.
Yeah, you're throwing to Nelly, not the Great Khali.
Well, I guess Tua thought that was the great Charlie out there, because he just heaved it way over his head.
You did good. Now I don't have to stop you. That's good news. Here we go. Let's talk about it. Your 49ers, held by the great Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones.
Who? The return of the Mac.
Dude, he looked good. He looked real good against the New Orleans Saints.
Now, here's my takeaway from that, though. I think that, let's be honest, I clown Mac Jones a lot, but Mac Jones really never had a fair chance when he got to the NFL. I mean, look what that Patriot team did to him. They had no offense whatsoever. He was set up to fail from the jump, and everybody's wondering what would have been like if the 49ers would have flat out drafted Mac Jones because as news broke, the Shanahan actually wanted Mac Jones, but everybody else wanted Trey Lance, and we seen what it could have been yesterday. That or Sunday. That offense looked more like a Matt Ryan Falcons offense, like just letting him throw, even though he's not that good. But the way the offense flowed, Mac Jones got it going. I mean, it's still not Brock Purdy out there. There's been plays that he fumbled the ball, got hit, just stood there like a statue. That you're like, what are you doing? He's not Brock Purdy, but I feel comfortable if he's got to start another game or two. I mean, it's the Cardinals coming up. It's the Jaguars. Mac Jones can beat both of them teams if need be. So it's not Brock Purdy, but it helps that your backup quarterback is a starting caliber quarterback. Do I think Mac Jones is a top 15 quarterback in the league? No, absolutely not. But you can't sit there and tell me that Mac Jones, as currently constructed in a 49ers offense, is not better than Geno Smith, is not better than Sam Darnold, is not better than a washed Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he's at least a top 24, 25 quarterback in the NFL, which means he's still a starting caliber quarterback. And it's good to have that quarterback that's able to come in relief for Brock Purdy if need be, because we all know how injuries go with our team. So I do feel confident in Mac Jones. But the more important takeaway is this defense with Robert Saleh, man. This defense is elite. It's back to playing elite Niner defense. Bryce Huff with the game-winning sack. Nick Bosa got another sack. And everybody was shitting on us for releasing Dre Greenlaw. But I don't know if you've ever watched him, but D Winters, he's the next star linebacker in San Francisco. And I've watched this guy make Fred Warner had 11 tackles. D Winters had 9 tackles and 2 TFLs, and Fred Warner another forced fumble. They already again look like the best linebacker duo back in football. Has come back, and I mean, I'm just glad to get 2-0. Two wins on the road. One of them being on the East Coast. That's a big time win for San Francisco. That's shorthanded. And by the way, Christian McCaffrey still looks like Christian McCaffrey, and glad his calf is holding up because thank God. I mean, he had, I believe, 59 rushing yards and 57 passing yards, so he had over 110 scrimmage yards.
But that's not actually true.
Yeah, you pretty much got it.
He goes to box, it stops.
Oh, let's see.
It's going to stop.
We got Buffalo beating the New York Jets 30-10, like we said.
Ooh.
Justin Fields went out with the concussion.
Happy birthday, brother. Thanks, bro.
All I gotta say is Buffalo playing Buffalo.
It's a concrete. Why did you give me a concrete?
Yep.
Josh Allen playing the whole game, basically most of the game with a fucked up nose.
All right.
He had a Michael Jackson nose going on out there. He broke my nose.
Oh my god. That's our second longest yard reference of the night.
I'm sorry.
This was a shocker. The Seahawks beat the Steelers 31-17.
Okay. I was looking forward to us talking about this game because I got a question for the Pittsburgh Steelers faithful. How, and I repeat, how in the ever-living hell could you allow a touchdown on a fumbled kickoff? How?
I think that starts out the season of what the fuck, bro, on this show. That's the number one. I mean, Pittsburgh, what are you doing? But outside of that, maybe people will realize what I said has been true this whole time when I said Seattle's defense is like that. I mean, when we played them last week, Brock Purdy had a scratch and claw for that game-winning drive because of how good that Seattle defense is. Mike McDonald's got them boys good. And then Kobe Bryant, coincidentally, number 8 on the Seahawks. He's been balling his ass off. Ernest Jones looks like a very good linebacker for them, as well as the secondary. The worst player in Seattle is Tariq Woolen. He is absolute trash. I don't understand. Everybody else is playing their ass off, though, and they made Aaron Rodgers just looked like he belongs back in the retirement home because Jesus Christ, they were intercepting him, hitting him. That front seven was getting after his ass.
Yeah. Oh, and believe me, I may not have been on the show last week, but I did watch last week's show, and you all thought I was crazy for picking Seattle over Pittsburgh. But look what happened.
Yeah, you're still screw you. You're still insane. I'm gonna keep it that way. You're insane in the brain. Insane in the brain. Yes, I did just. Yes, I did just quote Cypress Hill. Which,
Oof.
by the way, that song will be in the new NBA 2K26 soundtrack.
Nice.
Want to point that out? The Rams beat Tennessee 33-19.
That
Yawn.
game was so much closer than you would have thought. And it's crazy because the Titans at one point in the third quarter had the lead. I mean,
Yeah.
the Rams were really struggling. And again, it's Stafford. I mean, he started playing better in the fourth, but Stafford has been so up and down. And I got to be honest, as someone who's like a future Hall of Famer, he's holding that team back a lot. Like, they got the defense to be great. They got the running back to be great. They got Puka and Devontae. He is holding that team back. And they should have been handled the Titans. But I look up and the Titans are going ahead midway through the third quarter. Like, what? What is going on? I mean, they pulled away. The Titans ran out of gas, obviously, but I mean, it makes you think.
Dude, you and I understand that Matt Stafford sat out the whole most of the preseason because of a back injury that he was still healing from. So honestly, he didn't have a lot of play time. So he's probably working out some of that rust that he had from sitting out that long.
Yeah, well, I think it's more about the back injury itself. I mean, he's old, and back injuries don't heal on older people. I mean, they linger, and you can even see him in the game when he got hit by Jeffrey Simmons, and he was out there holding his back then. I mean, he don't. You could tell he's bothered by it still.
Let's see real quick before we move on to the next game. NXT Homecoming is now live on the air.
Yep, I'm watching it as I'm talking to you guys.
So am I. So am I.
I love the promo package so far. Coming out to, I believe it's Welcome Home by Coheed and Cambria, which is, by the way, is an awesome band. Check them out. Getting back to the games, Arizona, Kyler Murray's Call of Duty team was able to snipe the Carolina Panthers 27-22.
Yeah, that game was closer than it first started because I quit watching after the first snap. And when I seen Bryce Young fumble, Arizona pick it up and score, I said, "Oh, these guys suck. This is another blowout." So I quit watching right after that. I said, "Yep, I already seen what I had to see."
Yep.
But how nice must it be to be 2-0 for Arizona for the fact that you had to play Carolina and New Orleans your first two games?
Ah,
Yeah,
as,
nice.
as the great Newfound Glory once said, it's all downhill from here.
Yep. Because
oh,
you got the
trust me, it's
49ers this
definitely
week and you got
downhill
the
from
Rams
here,
next week.
Arizona. So enjoy it while you can.
Niners are going to stomp those Redbirds.
And then you got the Rams the next week. So good luck. 2-0, 2-2 real quick.
Dude, and then Indiana in a close one with Denver, 29-28.
Daniel Jones, man. What the fuck? He said I'm gonna turn up this year. That's crazy. Hey, I like to see it, man. I mean, they wrote him off because he was in a shitty Giants organization. He goes to a Colts team. Yes, they don't have many receivers, but he comes with. I mean, he comes with a running back, offensive line, a defense that's pretty good. I mean, they did a lot of work this offseason, and I mean, it's paying off. He's getting protected, and he's making the right plays.
Okay, so next is Philly and Kansas City, the Super Bowl rematch.
Oh,
Oh, and I got to point out one thing. First of all, holy shit. The old NXT theme song intro style with the new talent. Holy
Nice.
fuck. I am having so much fucking nostalgia right now. This is unreal. I love it.
This is great.
But I got to say this. At the end of the game, about a minute and change left. Um the damn it. The Eagles were lined up in victory formation. And Chris Jones of the Chiefs goes, you didn't even hit 100 yards, talking to Jalen Hurts.
Holy crap! They even included
Yeah.
Kendry in the NXT intro.
Yep. Real quick. Chris Jones tells Jalen Hurts, you didn't even hit 100 yards. Jalen Hurts goes,
Jalen Hurts is like, we
won
still won the fucking game.
We won the fucking game. Shut your ass up. And dude, let me tell you, the Chiefs did a good job of doing one thing, and that was containing Saquon Barkley. Saquon did not get a lot of yardage in the first, I would say most of the game, if not pretty much all of it. He got some good chunks later on, and of course got a touchdown. But outside of that, they were able to contain Barkley and keep him at bay. But Hurts was able to get out there with the passing game a little bit, and was able to really, really send this game to bed, especially with that first down on the tush push.
Yeah, but
let's see.
that
Do y'all
game didn't
hear
really
those
feel
three
good at all to
words?
me.
What, tush push?
Y'all hear those three words? Or I should say 4 words. Running back Madden curse.
Yep.
Yeah, but
We're seeing it right now.
That game didn't feel close to me. I mean, there were a couple plays that Jalen Hurts could have made. That game would have been a blowout. Exactly what I predicted. I mean, it didn't feel like the Chiefs were in control at all. It felt like, I don't know, Jalen Hurts only threw for 100 yards. He couldn't throw more than 10 yards. He was 0 for 11 throwing the ball past 10 yards. If he made a couple of them plays, they blow the doors out of that game. So the Chiefs, they need help. Mahomes ain't got no offensive line. He ain't got no running back. He ain't got no receivers. Him and Andy Reid's just staring in a dark space right now because they got no help on offense. And Travis Kelce, he's too busy trying to be Razor Ramon in the damn ocean with Taylor Swift than he is trying to damn catch a fucking football. Ugh. Like, what are you doing? Travis, we need you. Meanwhile, him in the ocean with a toothpick out his mouth trying to be dressing like Razor Ramon. Like, what are you doing?
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
I would like to take a survey. How many teams hate us? There you go.
31.
Minnesota losing.
Hey.
We'll cover the rest of the games later. We got picks to do in a minute.
Yeah, I was about to say, look who's joining us right on time. The one and only Mr. Hijacker Mike. How's it going, my brother?
What's up, y'all? What's going on?
What's up, dude?
You got turn the ball over. You got Joseph Thornton, and you got not Stephen Wyand. Yeah, I had to use Stephen Wyand. I had to use Steven's Zoom stuff because he has the pro. I don't anymore. So it was a cost cutting measure.
And of course, not to mention, Hijacker has his own YouTube channel, Smoke in THABAY, Smoke in the Bay.
Hijacker, yeah. Why don't you give us a quick thing on what you're debuting this week on Smoke in the Bay?
Well, I got to take a look and see what I'll be smoking tonight and reviewing. Plenty of content on the channel, as always. Tons of stuff, man. So anybody that's interested in cigars, just get at me. Let me know what you need to know, and I'll help you out the best I can.
Okay, Smoke in THABAY, Smoke in the Bay, on social media, on all different platforms. Get on there and check it out. If you love cigars, you love smoking them, or if you're an aficionado yourself, go to Hijacker's page, check it out. It'll definitely be for you. All right, Joey, before we get into the score predictions, can you give us an update on I know you say you don't do the full scores every week, but can you give us an idea of who was in the lead this week as far as games?
Yes, I can definitely do that. I got last week's records here, and I do want to point out really quick that through the 1 o'clock games, yours truly was undefeated. I was 10-0 going into the 4 o'clock games. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. But of course, the AFC West had to let me down. So because of that, I finished 14-2, finished first place this past week. Kevin and Steven tied for second with records of 13-3. Ezra, you came in fourth with a record of 12-4.
Wow.
And Hijacker rounded out the field with a record of 10-6.
We all did great this week.
I know.
Everybody was over 500.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is one thing we can't say about the Dallas Cowboys or the Carolina Panthers.
Or my Bears.
Yeah, and if you put me in the NFC South, I would have still made the playoffs.
Oh, it's too true. It's funny because it's true.
Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Let's go ahead and get to the games. And we're going to start it off with a Thursday night game between Miami and Buffalo at Highmark Stadium.
All right, and of course, like Ezra mentioned, as the show began tonight, I will be reading the scores of Mr. Stephen Wyand.
Okay.
So with that being said, I'm gonna go and start off with his score. He's got the Bills over the Dolphins, 35-14.
So Stevens was what?
He's got the Bills over the Dolphins, 35-14.
Similar score, a little lower, 31-13.
Yeah, I got 30-13 on my end, Buffalo.
Yeah,
I actually got 31-14 Bills.
Yeah, I'm going Buffalo 25-12.
Whoa, check out that score.
I like that.
Yeah, a touchdown, a field goal, and a safety for Miami. That's all they get.
There you go. The first safety of the week.
The safety of the week.
And the safety is going to come first. It's going to be 21-2 or 22-2.
Go ahead,
All
Mark.
right. Well,
next game.
See, that is everybody. So up next is the NFC South showdown.
Yeah, between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers.
Let's see. Steven has the Falcons over the Kittens, 24-14. And I'm gonna follow suit, not with the same score, but I'm gonna go with the Falcons in this one. I'm gonna go. You know what? I don't feel sorry for these Panthers. Give me the Falcons outright, 34-10.
Okay. Give me Atlanta 24-13.
Huh?
Yeah, give me Atlanta. I'm going 24-20.
Give me Atlanta. Give me Atlanta 27-10. By the way, William Regal just showed up on NXT. So beautiful. Next game.
Very nice.
Is the Green Bay Packers taking on the Cleveland Browns in Cleveland. Oh boy. Give me Green Bay in this. Give me Green Bay in this one. The way they're playing, 30-6.
Okay, you said the Packers and the Browns.
Yep.
Let's see. Steven has the Packers over the Browns, 28-3.
Oh.
I'm gonna follow suit, obviously, with the Packers as well. As a matter of fact, with how stingy this defense is, give me the Packers outright, 31-0.
Yeah, I'm going Green Bay. I think Cleveland gets some cheap garbage time score. Give me Green Bay 31-7.
Yeah, give me Green Bay 27-16. Cleveland made a mistake when they got rid of Hugh Jackson and Baker Mayfield.
Yeah. Start things off with Charlotte and Alexa. Nice.
Yep. Okay, next game is another bar burner, Houston and Jacksonville.
Steven has the Texans over the Trevor Bank Jaguars 20-17.
Honestly, from what I seen the other day, I'm going Jacksonville. I'm going Jacksonville 27-24. The Texans can't protect CJ Stroud worth of shit.
I'm going to go very similar score to you, Kevin. 24-21, Jacksonville over Houston.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Jacksonville as well. I'm going to go with Jacksonville in this one. I'm going to go 23-20.
It's just Houston's got too many problems up front with missing pieces that I think it's going to be an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, Houston doesn't have this one on the road. Jacksonville 17-10.
All right. Moving on. Next one. Cincinnati Bengals heading to Minnesota to take on the Vikings.
Otherwise known as Battle of the Backups between Jake Browning and Carson Wentz.
Kevin,
Oh,
I love Kevin's expression.
Yeah, I'll start this one off. Give me Cincinnati in an ugly, lowest scoring game. Give me Cincinnati 18-14.
Steven has, let me find it real quick. He's got the Bengals over the Vikings 24-17. I'm going to go low scoring too. I mean, yes, it is two backups, but Carson Wentz ain't really going to be able to do anything because Aaron Jones is on IR. Yes, he's got Jay Jettis, but they're still without Jordan Addison for another week. And plus, there's so many injuries on that offensive line and on defense. So, Bengals, I'm going to go 16 to. I'll go 16-14.
Yeah, give me Cincinnati. Give me actually Minnesota in this one. I'm going to go Minnesota in a close one. 21-20. Game-winning field goal.
All right, going against the grain.
Yeah, I think.
Give me.
Yeah, I think it's gonna. I don't know. I think just you never know. Anything's possible, and I'm just gonna go with a different point of view. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, give me a box of 20 of cigars over both of these teams. Now, give me Minnesota 21-17.
I wish this was.
Right.
I wish for the scores people are giving any ideas. I need to start drinking liquor instead of Dr. Pepper.
Might as well.
By the way, the best Dr. Pepper from McDonald's. So, Pittsburgh Steelers heading to New England to take on the Pats.
Steven is picking the Steelers over the Patriots 23-20.
Ooh.
I don't know. That's a tough game to call, man. Because which Aaron Rodgers are we gonna get? Are we gonna get the Aaron Rodgers that looked like he was just ending his prime in week 1, or are we gonna get the Aaron Rodgers that looked like he needed to be in his AARP meeting for his retirement home like last week? I'm gonna trust that we get a better one because the Patriots defense, it might be to put up points. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Steelers 26-20.
Yeah, give me the Steelers in this one. 28-23.
Yeah, give me Pittsburgh 28-21.
All right. Next
Well,
one. Oh, okay.
Once again, I'm not hopping on the hype train for Pittsburgh. I'm going New England in a stunner. I'm going to Patriots. I think it's going to be the Patriots 20-17 over the Steelers.
Okay. I can live with that. Rams taking on the Eagles in Philly.
A rematch of the NFC divisional playoffs.
Yep.
Yeah, Philly 27-24, close game.
Give me
Exact same score. 27-24 is what I was thinking of.
give me Philly in this one. Give me Philly in this one 30-23.
Yeah, I'm going Philadelphia 27-22.
And Steven's going with Philly 23-20.
All right. Next. New York Jets heading to Tampa Bay to take on the Bucks.
Can we eliminate
Uh,
this one?
Steven has Tampa Bay over the Jets 27-10.
Oh, give me
Yeah,
give I don't know this one. Give me the Bucks. They're probably not going to have Justin Fields. Fields went out with a concussion on Sunday. So give me the Bucks in this one 24-17.
Give me the Bucks
Yeah, give me the Bucks.
outright. Bucks outright 30-12. I'll give them a field goal and 3 safeties.
Yeah, I'm going Tampa Bay 23-9.
You motherfuckers are riding this safety train today.
Tampa Bay 16-9.
16-9.
So what is that? A touchdown and a safety or 3 field goals?
No, it's just a bunch of turnovers.
Sound like my job.
Yes, sounds like my old John Meyer.
It's like my job.
Good.
Turnovers. Everyone gets a turnover.
That or when you go to McDonald's.
God. Well, the last 2 AFC South teams who are facing each other.
Yes. Yes, Indianapolis at Tennessee.
Give me the Colts. I can't believe we're actually looking at an undefeated Colts team with Daniel Jones as their quarterback. But I mean, they are playing Tennessee. This is gonna be. I mean, I'm still gonna call it a close game. I think Colts is still gonna win though. Give me the Colts 28-21.
Give me the Colts 35-10.
Whoa.
Damn. Yeah, give me the Colts 19-13.
Steven's going with the Colts 27-14.
You know what? I'm going close. It's a division game. They always play each other tough. I'm actually going Colts 26-23 in overtime.
Whoa.
Interesting. Yep.
All right, up next, I believe this is our last 1 o'clock game, if I'm not mistaken.
It is. It is the Raiders. Hold on. Versus the Commanders. And you know what?
We,
Give me the Commanders.
even though we may not have Jaden Daniels on the field on Sunday, give me my Commanders outright. Give me my Commanders. I'm gonna go 27-10.
24-7 Commanders.
Yeah, I was such a big fan of Geno's work last night with his 3 receptions to the defense. Washington 23-16.
And Steven has the Commanders over the Raiders 31-10 with the side note, Smith those 2 more interceptions.
You know what? Y'all talk this game up talking about a bunch of turnovers because that's what it is, a bunch of turnovers. Geno turnover Smith. I mean, Geno ain't no writing back now. Give me the Commanders. I don't care if it's Mariota, Jaden Daniels, or I don't care if it's Ronald McDonald under center. Give me the damn Commanders. Give me 21-10.
Third McDonald's reference in the past 5 minutes. I love it. Too bad we're not getting paid by those motherfuckers. I'm All right. First 4 o'clock game. Denver taking on the Chargers.
Ooh.
I know. I picked the Broncos to win the AFC West back when we were doing our conference previews, but I might have to change my pick because the Chargers are looking really good right now. So with that being said, give me the Chargers to win this one at home. I'm gonna go 30-20.
Yeah, Chargers are dubbed to win the AFC West this year. Give me the Chargers 28-17.
And Steven has the Chargers winning 28-24.
Give me the Chargers in this one. 30-21.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the Chargers, they're a top 5 team in football. And I said it before the season. Jim Harbaugh don't do nothing but bring winning cultures to teams, and I knew the Chargers were going to be a threat. So I'm going with the Chargers, but I think this is going to be a defensive gritty game. I'm going Chargers over the Broncos 2017.
Okay. All right. Well, we move on to the next game, which is the New Orleans Saints taking on the Seahawks.
Steven has the Seahawks over the Aints 20-14.
Yeah, give me the Seahawks 24-14.
Give me the Seahawks 26-10.
Yeah, I have Seattle 35-13, and with a bright note from last night, I just found out Derek Carr retired. So thank you.
Ah,
Yeah, I'm going Seattle 24-16.
All right. Next one. Dallas and Chicago at Soldier Field.
Yeah. This game, Chicago 2016. Dallas just doesn't have it yet.
wow.
I love you, hijacker.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Steven has the Cowboys over the Bears 24-20.
He's not getting his Zoom credentials back. I'm the captain. I'm the captain now.
I'm actually going to follow suit. With hijacker. I'm going to Bears. I think the Bears have what it takes to pull this one out on their home field. I feel like Ben Johnson's going to wake up that sleeping giant that Chicago has right now. I'm actually going to go with Chicago in this one. I'm going to go 20-13. No, scratch that. 23-13 Bears.
I'm following suit. That was my upset of the week. I'm going Chicago 33-20
Ooh.
over the Cowboys.
Yep. I mean, despite us not having Jalen Johnson for the rest of the season, more than likely, I think this is going to be our bounce back game. I think the Bears are going to come back on this one. Ben Johnson, like you said, is going to get this team ready against a Cowboys team that has absolutely no fucking defense. And we have great running backs in DJ Moore. So for me, Bears win in a close one, 24-20.
Okay.
NFC
West up next.
Yes, it is. Arizona Cardinals going to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.
Yes, and Steven has Santa Clara beating Arizona 24-21. I'm going to go in and go next. Cardinals, hope you enjoy your undefeated streak while it lasted because it's coming to an end this week. Give me the Niners in this one outright, 27-9.
27-6 Niners.
Yeah, I'm going San Francisco. That defense is regrouped, and I don't trust Kyler Murray. Give me the 49ers 23-10.
Well, I'm going to go against the grain on all of you.
What?
Give me Arizona 28-23.
Wow. All right.
All right. And then we move on to Sunday night.
Oh boy.
Chiefs,
Yeah.
Giants at MetLife.
Oh my God. I cannot believe I'm actually saying this. This is a must win game for Patrick Mahomes. If he does not get the job done here, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. So with that being said,
Look.
I don't think I,
What you're
I
gonna
don't
do with
think
what you're gonna do with yourself is your personal time. We don't discuss that here.
but
Come on. You walked into that one like Steven walked into a closet. God's sakes.
yeah, I know.
He
But
didn't count his steps.
despite the fact that this is the Chiefs and the Giants, I am picking the Chiefs, obviously, but it's not going to be a blowout. I
Jeez.
think I think this is going to be close. So with that being said, give me the Chiefs. I'm going to go, believe it or not, 28-24.
So wrong. So wrong on so many levels. Um,
And Steven is picking the Chiefs 20-17.
give me the Chiefs in this one, 26-21.
Damn, you guys, where are they getting this offense from? Here, I got the Chiefs winning because there's no way they're gonna start 0-3. But I got the Chiefs winning in an ugly, ugly ass game. Give me the Chiefs 13-10.
Oh,
I thought
I
you were
don't
gonna
trust
win. I
either
thought you were
offense.
gonna win like 2-7.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Chiefs are going to get back on track. Mahomes is going to sling 31-24, but Wilson's going to go out there and run and gun himself as well, but it's not going to be enough. 31-24 Chiefs.
all right. And once again, Monday Night Football has smiled on us.
Yes, sir. Detroit Lions heading to Baltimore to take on the Ravens.
And Steven has the Ravens over the Lions in this one, 30-27.
34-31 Lions over, or I mean Baltimore over to Detroit.
30-23 Baltimore.
31-24 Baltimore.
Yeah, I'm going
No.
against the grain.
Actually, you know what? I take that back. 31-27.
I'm actually gonna go against the grain. I'm gonna pick Detroit, and I think Baltimore gets another blown fourth quarter lead. Give me Detroit 31-28 after
Whoa.
28-24.
Wow.
All right. And that is it and the predictions are officially done in record time.
Yeah,
Right.
indeed.
It's amazing. And Kevin was able to stick around for all of it.
Yep, man. Speaking of, I'm about to pop off here, guys. So I'll see y'all next Tuesday on the show.
Okay,
Hope
All right,
everybody has
peace
a
out,
good one.
bro.
All right, y'all have a good one. Y'all be safe.
will do.
Yeah, I got a couple minutes before I bounce, but I just want to ask you. I have been so busy with work, I did not get a chance to check on Khalil Mack. What is his status from last night?
As far as his status goes, there hasn't been any official reports. It looked like it was either his shoulder or his elbow. It might have either dislocated or separated. After he was taken to
Okay.
the medical tent, he was brought back on the bench with a sling and some heavy wraps on
Yeah,
his arm.
seen that. The hit looked worse than what it was.
Yeah, it's as far as I know, there's no official medical update. Nobody's posted anything that I'm aware of. So, but I did look this morning to see if there was any official updates. Nothing so far.
Okay.
Since you got a couple minutes, hijacker, were you able to catch the Canelo Terrence Crawford fight this week?
I did get to peek at it. I was at the Oakland Ballers game when it was happening. I got to tap in a few times during the fight, and I got to see when Crawford hit Canelo and kind of spun him, and he kind of came back and gave him that look like, "What the hell did just hit me?" I heard the whole fight was kind of a little lackluster, but I'm not sure. I'll have to go back this weekend and check it out.
I thought it was a pretty decent fight. I thought both guys gave it their all. But yeah, Terrence won that fight It went all 12 rounds. Very good, very good, very good fight, I thought it was. It wasn't anything over the top spectacular, but there
Yeah.
was some good. Crawford caught him with some good hits, including one that kind of woke up Canelo Alvarez at one point, and Canelo started firing back with some
Okay.
pretty heavy shots. So, but for me, I thought it was a pretty good fight. I thought that everything was. I thought it was overall great. The prelims and everything were lackluster. They did nothing for me. I kind of wish they were better, but so it
Yeah.
is what it is. Crawford got the belts. He then, of course, as many people know in boxing tradition, the belts go when the belts are won after the presentation in the ring. The belts go back to the former champion because the belts that the former champion have either special engravings, markings, or things of that nature. Holy shit! Shayna Baszler is back on NXT.
Nice.
And she was released a few months ago. Holy shit. Did not
Dang.
expect her to be back.
Dang, you're ahead.
Just
I was listening to I was watching the Sol Ruka Zarya thing
yeah,
backstage.
that's coming up.
Yep, there's Shayna right now. Wow.
Crazy. Crazy. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and jump for the day.
Okay.
All right.
You guys take it easy. Have a good rest of the show.
Yes,
What's
sir.
up now?
Hijacker, real quick.
What's up?
Has Steven talked to you or has Steven told you that I changed my Twitter handle or X handle?
No, I am not aware. Do you want to go ahead and message me that?
I will do that. I will go and let you know.
Okay.
It is now at Take Command 92. But yes,
Okay.
I will
Yeah,
message
go ahead
that
and
to
message
you.
me that so I don't forget.
I
and
will.
that will work, brother. All right,
right.
guys. Appreciate it. I will catch up with you guys next week.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
You too,
All
sir.
right, Hijacker. Peace out,
All
bro.
right, guys. Thank you.
And that was Hijacker Mike, guys. Man, we got the pick segment done. Plenty of time to spare. Really, outside of what we talked about tonight, there wasn't a lot in the world of sports. But real quick, definitely want to point out a few things music-wise. If you guys had the time, real quick, there's going to be a new project involving Youngblood and Aerosmith that will be coming out relatively soon. So keep an eye on social media for that. Just wanted to bring that up real quick. But I think that's pretty much it. I don't have anything else to talk about. Joey, do you have anything else you want to wrap up with?
Except for the fact that the White Sox and the Braves suck and they're both going to miss the playoffs. No,
Yeah,
not really.
Well, guess what? The LA Angels are joining us.
Yeah, just
they got eliminated yesterday, so
yeah.
join the club, LA.
Join the club just like all the other teams that have already gotten eliminated from the playoffs.
Yep. So Joey, why don't you go ahead and give your final thoughts and then we'll wrap it up.
All right. Well, it was great being back this week. Hate that I couldn't be on last week, but with me not getting off work until 6:30, I figured it was going to be too much of a rush for me to try to get on. So, again, I was just glad to be back in the co-host chair this week. We'll be looking forward to having the 5-man crew back next week. And again, Stephen Wyand, I hope you're enjoying the concert, brother, and I'm looking forward to having you back on next week. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Enjoy the football, whether it's college, pros, whatever you want to watch it, wherever you want to watch it, whichever. Enjoy the sports, enjoy the football, and that's pretty much it for me. Ezra, wrap this up, man.
Sure thing. Thank you to everybody for joining us. We appreciate it. All the love, all the praise, and all that. We thank you guys for joining us tonight. Everybody who watches this on demand, we appreciate you as well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends and family. We'd love to get more followers. We'd love to get more viewers. So please hit us up there, and we will absolutely be thankful for that. So don't forget Nation's Corner every other Saturday. This weekend probably will not be a show due to the busy wrestling schedule with All Out Toronto and WrestlePalooza. But check their social media at Nation's Corner on the on X where they are most active. So please check that out. But that's it for tonight, guys. So for Kevin Rory, for Joey Thornton, Stephen Wyand, in spirit, of course, Randy Gyron, Hijacker Mike, and everybody in the Sports Show Nation, I am Ezra Vickery, and we will see you right here next week for another great edition of our Nation Sports Show. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time. Be safe to one another, and we will see you all next week, same time, same YouTube channel. Peace out. Catch you next week.
Turn me up. Turn me up. Turn me up. Turn me up.
Thanks for watching this week's feature presentation of our Nation Sports Show.